rise in certain genres that we have seen, the types of music that people wanted to listen to, and I think a kind of a nostalgia and a comfort that was required.
Oh, is that what you saw in the genre area?
We did. I mean, it's genre's been really interesting in terms of the trends that we saw, but we saw obviously there was an impact on release schedule, so there were far fewer new releases over the summer, as big artists who had planned, their album launches just pushed them back. So there was and very much in the pop space. So there were far fewer new releases. And so we saw a lot of people listening to older music, going and looking for artists that they haven't heard for in a while, or looking and listening to back catalogs from artists, and that kind of nostalgia trip. I'm listening to music from my youth, and it makes me feel calm and comfortable and safe and all of that.
But that's very interesting, right? Something negative happens, we get anxiety. What kind of music do we pull back? It's the new fun, but also, as you say, that music is comfort. And then you want to go back to that old and be remembered. And again, psychology, it brings back that happiness and positive memories in all of this going on. What genders were most people drawn back to? And also in your report, you talk about that there were a couple of people passing away, which also might be that they gone back. What genres were you seeing?
So we saw a really big rise on streaming platforms in country music in the US. Mm-hmm. So that, I think, driven by a number of things, but country music it's not surprising, it's very familiar, it's very American. So I think for a lot of American listeners, it's family friendly. You can put it on in the house when you've got kids at home, and it's not going to offend anyone. And I think also because we saw older people, so people who were trying streaming services for the first time, maybe hadn't used a streaming platform before, were moving from listening to country music on the radio to listening to it on their Amazon Alexa or something, wherever. And so we saw a big rise in country music. We also saw an increase in Latin towards the end of the summer. So I think that's also a mood lifter on the whole. There was also, a number of big Latin artists that released albums and released big songs. But yes, from a genre perspective, big increases in country music and Latin in audio streaming last year.